everybody, my name is Odala Solis. Today's presentation will be on the country of Mexico and its healthcare policy components. So a little background information on Mexico. Mexico is a country of riches, but is also a country with lots of poor. The country of Mexico falls under the 11th most rich economy, yet ranks 4th on the tile of most impoverished people. Many of today's wealth of Mexico comes from its land due to government empowerment. So basically this means that the government owns most of its people's lands, okay, because many of the people that own lands unfortunately do not count with the proper documentation to be able to provide government officials that land is theirs. So therefore, the government just takes over their land. And because of Mexico's corrupt government, according to Vanessa Rubio, the wealthiest 10% of Mexicans control 43% of the country's total income, while the poor 10% hold less than 2%. So we can definitely see a scale of who runs the country in Mexico. Moving on to healthcare coverage. So Instituto of Social Security runs the hospital. This Social Security is also known as the Universal Healthcare Approach, also called the Seguro Popular program. The Seguro Popular is meant to improve medical care access to low-income families to prevent personal financial problems. Healthcare in Mexico is basically free for all Mexican citizens. For those who are formally employed, they get healthcare from their employer. Those who do not have formal employments can apply for the Seguro Popular. So basically, those who are employed, who have a good job, say government office, grocery stores, or any type of better job rather than just farming, obviously, can apply for the Seguro Popular, but many times the employer will just provide them with the healthcare coverage. And there is also the out-of-pocket way. Okay, so quality, healthcare quality. Good quality care on average is similar to the U.S. And Mexico has a good quality care system. The only problem is that they lack healthcare education on Mexican citizens and the low-income individuals that do not have any type of accessible healthcare, especially those who live up in the mountains with no type of communications or fast routes to access medical care. Usually don't receive the quality care. As a Mexican myself, and one who has traveled to Mexico, I can assure you that many of these people who live high up in the mountains unfortunately die to lack of healthcare because they live so high up the mountain that there is no way. There's a way, but it's just like it takes hours to get down to see medical care in the closest town they have. They also lack electricity, sanitized water, grocery stores. They lack a lot of these stuff. So the only way to reach healthcare fast enough for them, since they are living so high up in the mountains, would be helicopter. But even then, they would need to reach the one who's in charge of the helicopter to be able to go get them and take them into town to receive care. So many of the times individuals who are really ill just unfortunately pass away. Yet the rates of the quality care have risen from 49.2% in 1990 to 62.6% in 2015, according to Radcliffe. Okay, so the cost of healthcare. Costs vary of healthcare insurance, socioeconomic level, and area of living. So, as I mentioned in the previous slide, um, area of living, of course, is a problem in Mexico. Socioeconomic levels are also a problem because those who are of middle higher class usually will seek medical care as needed, and those of low income will um, not receive the same health care or medical care as they should. El Seguro Popular is a great healthcare insurance option that is available to those that qualify, but the ones who choose this insurance must pay a monthly fee. So, on a few slides prior, I mentioned that employers provide employees with some of the with healthcare insurance, um, and then those who actually want this Seguro Popular insurance also would need to pay a monthly fee. So for the ages of 50 through 59, the fee would be of $40 a month. The age of 60 to 69 would be $56 a month. 70 to 79 would be $58 a month. And then for over the age of 80, it would be $60 a month. And these costs usually change slightly every year. The only downfall from this insurance company is that they do not accept individuals who have serious illnesses such as cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and addictions. On the bright side, though, the Instituto de Salud para Bienestar takes a lot of those people who do not get covered by El Seguro Popular at no cost for their health care. El Instituto de Salud para Bienestar provides their own clinics and a hospital, which is great, and then also accept those chronically ill as well. And according to Radcliffe, Mexico spent 33.3% of their GDP on healthcare. Healthcare insurance choices. So the choices, Mexicans have a limited choice of health insurance. The only classification that determines that is their socioeconomic class, as mentioned previously. Well, those who are high middle income individuals with good education and job will able to receive or pay for their health insurance. Yet those of low and middle income do not count with enough financial resources, and unfortunately, they either can choose the Seguro Popular or they can obviously get treated by the Instituto de Salud de Bienestar. For both of these insurance, there are long waiting lists, and then the out-of-pocket. So a little backstory on this, personal backstory. The out-of-pocket option is one that many of the Mexicans that do not get covered by either of these these healthcare insurances pay out of pocket, which is really sad because most of these people who get ill have to pay before they even get treated. So a couple years ago, I was visiting Mexico. Me and my family do own a home there. When we do visit, we usually go like once a year. And these, me and my mom were painting, and she fell off maybe, I want to say 10 feet off the ground. She was up painting in a ladder, and when she fell, and she was unconscious for a while, so we had to take her to the fastest hospital, which was 30 minutes away. Unfortunately, because we are from the United States, we do not count with either of these health insurances, so we obviously had to pay out of pocket. Well, my mom was very badly ill from the fall, and they would not take her in. The first hospital we took her, they would not take her in because she did not count with either of these insurances or any type of healthcare insurance. So the second location we took her, they did take her, but before they even took her in, she had to pay a large amount of money before she even got seen. And then after she got seen, before she left, she had to pay the rest of what she owed and all the expenses that had gone through while she was being treated. So unfortunately, Mexico, I mean, if they don't count with either of these, they have to pay out of pocket. But medical care can be expensive, even though Mexico's drug prescriptions are usually a little bit lower than the United States, so that helps out a little bit. But even for impoverished people and low-income people, they have trouble paying for medical care when they need it. Many times that's why also they have such a high rate of deaths, because they are just unable to seek the care. So I included this picture here of cost, the treatment types and the prices in US dollars. So there's, as we can see, there's a list. MRI scans, $300 to $500. Routine doctor visits, $40 to $50. Blood work, $50 to $80. So I mean, if we add some of these up, say something happens like my story of my mom. Let's see. So she needs blood work, $50 to $80. She needs X-rays, $24 to $30. That's already over $100. Many of these Mexican people do not even receive over $100 a day if they are working, unless they have a good paying job. Well, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.